The Sound Lab, 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 the Sound Lab. Experimenting with the best new music.
Felix from Gengahr, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Good. Yeah, really well. You're here because you've released a new record. How's your in-store performances been so far?
Yeah, lovely actually. So we've done 3 or 4. Just the one today. We played 3 times yesterday. So yeah, we're feeling match fit.
Yep. Good. Yeah. So you're on tour because you've released this new record. It's your 3rd record. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it's our 3rd album. I'm sure most people probably didn't think we'd get this far. So happy to prove all the haters wrong. But yeah, no, it's been an absolute pleasure making this one. To be fair, I think having the pleasure of working with Jack Steadman as well as James Bragg, who recorded our first record with us, it felt like a real kind of dream team. And then we had Nathan Boddy, who mixed the album, who's a legend in the arts.
Yeah.
And he will probably continue to keep making bigger and better records throughout the next few years, I'm sure. So if you don't know him already, that'll be a name for the future for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So how does this record compare to your previous 2 and the singles before that?
I think it feels a lot more kind of like we've sort of taken back control of everything. I know we sort of streamlined what we were kind of working and who we were working with after the last record, and kind of took things into our own hands a little bit more. We didn't really know exactly what we were doing, I think, at the beginning, but we kind of know now, I guess. And it's been I guess the process itself of recording the album was very straightforward. You know, we wrote songs. We found someone we wanted to work with. Mm-hmm. We worked with them, and then we took those songs to someone we trusted, and that turned out good. Yeah. And then we were lucky enough, I think, to continue on that in that vein. And Nathan coming on board to mix the record, I think, was kind of the final piece of the puzzle, really. And I think for us previously, I don't think we've ever really had the choices to do exactly what we wanted to do, and I think this time it kind of felt like we were spoilt, you know.
Yeah, no, definitely. And your latest single, Heavenly Maybe, is getting plenty of plays at the moment. Tell us about the single.
Yeah, it's lovely to see we're getting so much love on all across the radio stations. Yep. It's the dream, really. But it's a song that Hugh sent over the bass line to me, and we kind of worked it out from there, really. And I think for me that was just pretty instant. I kind of knew, I think the bass line's so good, I was just like, well, it's, the song sort of writes itself now, easy. But yeah, it's kind of a song about, I guess, the pros and cons of going out and having a big sesh to try and forget all your woes.
Yep.
I think we can all relate to that.
No, most definitely. And is that how you tend to write mostly? Does the bass line get sent to you, or does it?
No, I mean, we don't really have a formula. I think that's probably fairly dangerous, boring territory to get into. So we try and just take it as it comes, really. I think I personally try and mix up the way I start writing songs, just to try and see if we kind of end up with, different results, varying results at the end. And I think tracks like Never a Low are probably testament to that, where I kind of started off with like a drum sample, which is not probably something that feels probably distinctly Gengahr to a lot of our old school fans. But I mean, I'm always trying to just do slightly different things in order to sort of try and create something at the end which feels different, and then it feels exciting to me, because life's too short to make the same thing twice.
Yeah. And how are we looking for the future? Do you constantly write and keep writing, or now the record's done, do you just push it to the one side? And
I mean, I always try to. I have been writing, but I've stopped over the last few weeks because it's just been too full on. Yeah. There's just too much going on. Though I like to have the time to write. So yeah, I try to make sure that I, in my normal routine, I try and do a few hours a day. Yeah. Even if it's just kind of listening back through stuff I've worked on before and kind of making tweaks or making notes about things that I am not happy with, or I think could be better, or I think it's it's kind of always playing in my mind.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I can imagine you're not going to have much time over the next kind of month and a bit because you're out on the road.
Yeah, I was sort of preempting that as well. I think that's why I was so keen to kind of carry on, and it's sort of that all has ground to a halt a little bit, but for good reasons, and I hope that we tour this album for a long time. So it's kind of our year's pretty much mapped out now, all the way until the end. So we don't know what happens beyond that, but we'll definitely try to fit in some more time to write and record, because it's kind of the thing I guess we enjoy the most.
No, absolutely. That's why you do it.
It is why we do it.
Yes. Yeah. So over the next month and a half, you'll be hitting the UK, Europe, and Australia. Any dates on this kind of run of dates that you really can't wait to go and play?
I think we're excited about all of it. I mean, it's always, of course, the UK, the home shows are always really special. I think for Australia, we haven't been there since 2015. I want to say it's a long time. It's kind of been a bit of a wait for the Aussies. But we're really looking forward to going back, and we're playing in Auckland for the first time, which would be lovely. Never been to New Zealand. So, I've heard it's luscious.
I've never been, so
I'll let you know.
Let me know, definitely. And then we're into festival season. You've got a few festival dates already announced. Looking forward to the festival run?
Very much so, yeah. We're seeing them come in now, and I mean, we love doing festivals. It's great fun. Just rock up and see what happens. It's kind of a looser, less organised version of touring. No, definitely. And then you said you've got it mapped out through to the end of the year. Where do you plan on heading out to once festival season's over? I couldn't possibly divulge that sort of information at this point, but we've got some plans in the works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Excellent. Well, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much for
having a chat with you.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
The Sound Lab, 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 the Sound Lab. Experimenting with the best new music.